Morning, guys. I am still setting up, so I can't see you because I'm OBS, but I'll be right with you. All right. I can see you until I get into the computer end. I'm on my phone to see the chat. Hey, Stephanie, how are you doing? Good to see you this morning. I'm going to try to get it up on the computer here, but I'm on my phone so I can see you. Don't forget to smash that like button. Let's see. There I am right there. There I am right there. Okay. There I am. There I am. There we go. There I am. There we go. I'm trying to figure everything out, but I'll get there. I am. There we go. I'm trying to figure everything out, but I'll get there. I am. There we go. I'm trying to figure everything out, but I'll get there. I am. There we go. I'm trying to figure everything out, but I'll get there. I am. There we go. I'm trying to figure everything out, but I'll get there. I am. There we go. I'm trying to figure everything out, but I'll get there. I am. There we go. I'm trying to figure everything out, but I'll get there. I am. There we go. I'm trying to figure everything out, but I'll get there. I am. There we go. I'm trying to figure everything out, but I'll get there. I am. Okay. I got you guys now. But I'll get there. I am. Okay. I got you guys now. But I'll get there. I am. Show because okay. I got you guys now. But I'll get there. I am. Show because okay. I got you guys now. But I'll get there. I am. Show because okay. I got you guys now. But I'll get there. I am. Show because okay. I got you guys now. But I'll get there. I am. Show because okay. I got you guys now. But I'll get there. I am. Show because okay. How are you this morning, Stephanie? How are you this morning, Stephanie? So we do a Wednesday chat on green screen. So we do a Wednesday. See how it goes. Chat on green. See how long I can go before it times out on us. See how long I can go before it times out on us. See how long I can go before it times out on us. See how long I can go before it times out on us. See how long I can should be getting better now that the weather's cooling off. Should be getting better now that the weather's cooling off. Should be getting better now that the weather's cooling off. Should be getting better now that the weather's cooling off. Hey Nathan, how you doing? Good morning to you, sir. Hey Nathan, how are you this fine Wednesday morning, sir? Hey Nathan, how are you this fine Wednesday morning, sir? Hey Nathan, how are you this fine Wednesday morning, sir? Hey Nathan, how are you this fine Wednesday morning, sir? How are you this fine Wednesday morning, Can you guys hear me okay? Do I need to turn the sound up or anything? Do I need to turn the sound up or anything? Do I need to turn the sound up or anything? Do I need to turn the sound up or anything? Oh, thank you very much, Stephanie, for letting me know that. If I'm too loud, let me know. It looks like my desktop, I have a controllers down here, and it looks like I'm a little bit loud on the top. I have a controllers down here. I know it looks like I'm a little bit loud. There, that should be a little bit better. There, that should be a little bit better. Just got a new computer type of thing here. It's one of those laptop slash tablet things. So I'm still learning how to use it. I don't recognize that name, Stephanie. Are you new to the channel? I don't recognize that name, Stephanie. Are you new to the channel? I don't recognize that name, Stephanie. Are you new to the channel? I don't recognize that name, Stephanie. Are you new to the channel? I don't recognize that name, Stephanie. Are you new to the channel? It looks like we're not lagging too bad yet. It looks like we're not lagging too bad yet. It looks like we're not lagging too bad yet. All my controls look like we're doing okay. Looks like we're not lagging too bad yet. All my controls look like we're doing okay. Oh, it came from Boomer. Boomer's a good guy. Oh, it came from Boomer. I like Boomer. Boomer's a good guy. Oh, it came from He's Boomer. Come a long ways in the time I've known him on here. He's come a long ways in the time I've known him on here. He's come a long ways in the time I've known him on here. He's come a long ways in the time I've known him on here. So where are you from, Stephanie? If I don't mind me asking. Hey Joe, how you doing? Welcome. Where are you from, Stephanie? If I good to see you, bud. Don't mind me asking. Hey Joe, how you doing? Welcome. Where are you from, Stephanie? If I good to see you, bud. Don't mind me asking. Hey Joe, how you doing? Welcome. Good to see you, bud. Hey Joe, how you doing? Welcome. Good to see you, bud. Hey Joe, how you doing? Welcome. Good to see you, bud. New Jersey, wow. You got that dialect then from East Coast? You got that dialect then from East Coast? Still eating my breakfast here. Forgive me. Still eating my breakfast here. Forgive me. Still eating my breakfast here. Forgive me. Yeah, I know all about that editing. Elliot Plays, welcome. I haven't seen you for a while. About that editing. Elliot Plays, welcome. I haven't seen you for a while. Elliot Plays, welcome. I haven't seen you. Welcome to the show this morning. Elliot Plays, welcome. Welcome to the show this morning. What do you guys think about the green screen I put together? What do you guys think about the green screen I put together? What do you guys think about the green screen I put together? What do you guys think about the green screen I put together? I can, we can go here if you like. I like that one there, the sunset. I took that picture there myself. I like that one there, the sunset. I took that picture there myself. I like that one there, the sunset. I took that picture there myself. I like that one there, the sunset. I took that picture there myself. Crap. That's a long time to have it in shop. Crap. Hey, Douglas, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you this morning. How are you? Hey, Douglas, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you this morning. How are you? Hey, Douglas, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you this morning. How are you? Hey, Douglas, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you this morning. How are you? You're kind of up kind of early, Doug. You stay up kind of late. You're kind of up kind of early, Doug. You stay up kind of late. Good to have you in here. Kind of early, Doug. You stay up kind of late. Good to have you in here. Kind of early, Doug. You stay up kind of late. Good to have you in here. Don't forget to smash that like button. That's the only downside to having green screen is you don't forget to smash that can't like see the lights and whatnot. When are you gonna get yourself a green screen, Douglas? When you gonna get yourself a green screen, Douglas? You got a computer that you use, right? You can get OBS on that thing and do the same thing. Right? You can get OBS on that thing and do the same thing. Right? You can get OBS on that thing and do the same. Yep, just download OBS. Go to your search engine and get OBS. It's a free software for green screen. Get OBS. It's a free. Then all you have to do is let's see. Let me get my hand screwed out here. Right here. Then all you have to do is just have to get this green screen stuff that you sit behind you. You just have to get this green screen stuff that you. I got this one right here that's behind me. I got it and the stand for around 15 bucks. Right here that's behind me. I got it and the stand for around 15 bucks. And you can be out on the lake like me. And you can be out on the lake like me. You can be out on the lake like me. Yeah, it's pretty easy to set up too. That's what I like it. It's user friendly. Yeah, it's pretty easy to set up too. That's well, I had a heck of a time figuring out how to get all the different scenes in there, but that was the hardest part. Let's see, I can go right in there, but there. Let's see, I can go right in there, but there. Let's see, I can go right. Now we're driving down the road in the woods. I took this with my camera while I was driving. I took this with my camera while I was driving. I took this with my camera while I was driving. I want to figure out how to get some animation going through. I'm still trying to figure out which way to point. How to get some animation going through. I'm still trying to figure out which way to point. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. You could make a big cookie and sit it in there. Exactly, that's what I was thinking. Or get you a stack of cookies, or sit it in there. See, I can make my hand disappear. Watch this. See, I can make my hand disappear. Watch this. Hey, Thomas, how you doing? Good morning. How are you doing, sir? Hey, Thomas, how you doing? Good morning. How are you doing, sir? Hey, Thomas, how you doing? Yeah, like the new dig. Yeah, like the new dig. Yeah, like Oh, I hear you. I got up about an hour ago myself, Thomas. Oh, I hear you. I got up about an hour ago myself, Thomas. I kind of dragged myself around until I just about have to go on here on Wednesdays. And then all of a sudden I get the thing turned on and it's like, woo! And then all of a sudden I get the thing turned on and it's like, woo! And then all of a sudden I get the thing turned on and it's like, woo! Hey, Doug, I don't want you to feel bad. Watch this. Do it like this. I don't want you to feel bad. Watch this. Hey, Doug, want some cookies? Do it like this. Cookie, 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 cookie. Hey, Doug, want some cookies? Do it like this. Cookie, 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 cookie. Hey, Doug, want some cookies? Do it like this. Cookie, cookie, cookie. Oh, I'm what? Got a serious delay? Oh, I'm what? Got a serious bummer. Delay? I can turn it down maybe. Let's see what I can do here. Oh, I'm what? Got a bummer. I can turn it down maybe. See what I can do here. Let's see. Try to get it turned down a little bit. Maybe that'll help. Let's see. Try to get it turned down a little bit. Maybe that'll help. Let's see. Can turn this one up a little bit. See how that works. Cookies, yeah. Cookie, cookie, cookie. See how that works. Cookie. Yeah. Cookie, cookie, cookie. See how that works. Cookie. Yeah. Cookie, cookie, cookie. There, now you feel better, Doug? There, now you feel better, Doug? All right. Coffee to go with them cookies. All right. Coffee. Hey, old man, good morning. How are you? All right. Hey, old man, good morning. How are you? All right. Hey, old man, good morning. How are you? Trying to figure out if I can use this green screen or not. Still getting the bugs out of it. If I can use this green screen or not. Still getting the bugs out of it. The island theme, I still have that in there. Still getting the bugs out of it. The island theme, I still have that in there. The island theme, I still have that. I settled with, let's see, the knife. I settled with, let's see, I don't have my list in front of me. I think it was the knife, the fishing rod, the rope, and shoot, I can't remember the last one. The rope. But we could definitely get there. Right there. There. Now we're on the right there. It doesn't look like I'm lagging too bad. Looks like about 4 seconds. It doesn't look like I'm lagging too bad. Looks like about 4 seconds. It doesn't look like I'm lagging too bad. Got all these devices on so I can check out how the OBS is working. Devices on so I can check out how the OBS. Yeah, let's see what I can do here. Looks like I'm keeping up pretty good. Hey, Kaylin, how you doing? Morning, Kaylin. Keeping up pretty good. Hey, Kaylin, how you doing? Morning, Kaylin. Keeping up pretty good. Hey, Kaylin, how you doing? Morning, Kaylin. How are you this morning? How are you this morning? I turned the volume down. I could turn it back up a little bit. Trying to keep the lag and everything going. Turn it back up a little bit. There, that could be better for you. The lag and everything going. Is that better, Kaylin? There, that could be better for you. The lag and everything going. Is that better, Kaylin? There, that could be better for you. The lag and everything going. Is that better, Kaylin? That may have something to do with it. Probably 2 feet away from that van. That may have something to do with it. Probably 2 feet away from that van. That may have something to do with it. Probably 2 feet away from that van. How's the weather in the Pacific Northwest? How's the weather in there? Pacific Northwest. How's the weather in there? Pacific Northwest. I don't know. I don't have my phone turned up, so there shouldn't be any echoes. I don't know. I don't have my phone turned up, so there shouldn't be any. Should be no echoes going on my end anyway. Echoes mean that you have more than one device turned up. Echoes mean that you have more than one device turned up. Echo, I don't know what to do. Turned up. Yes, grabbing the road. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Turned up. Yes, grabbing the road. Try this. How's that? Is that better? That might be better. I turned one of the volumes down. Great man, good morning. Hey, you must have came out of the woods, huh? There, did I get rid of the echo for you guys? For a while? Today's Wednesday. I'm thinking that those knives will come today. The box with the knives and whatnot in it. I hope so anyway. I'm doing all these side jobs. I'm going to have to go get more leather. Yeah, I turned one of the volume. It has what they call a desktop volume, and then they have a regular microphone volume. So I turned the desktop volume down. I hope that did it. It's a learning curve on the green screen at first. So now I know I have to turn the desktop volume almost off. Could be because I'm in my kitchen too, and there's a lot of echo in here. You got varmints after your guineas, huh? So how many did you get trapped? Thanks, old man. I appreciate you letting me know. So did you get any of them trapped then, Gray? See, here I got us on the desert island. We're stranded on a desert island. Woodchucks, huh? Morning, Jason. Oh, yeah. I remember them from when I lived down south. How much wood can a woodchuck chuck if the woodchuck could chuck wood? Those are the critters that go underneath the ground and eat the roots, aren't they? I'm doing good, Jason. How about yourself? How are you feeling? Man, you stay pretty busy there, Gray Man. How many cords do you need for the winter? Probably 4 or 5, eh? You go see the heart doctor on Friday? Let's cross our fingers everything goes okay, Jason. 44 degrees. Oh, it's already starting, huh? All right, old man. Take your time. I know you'll pipe in there when you get time. I don't want you to overdo it. I know you're not feeling too hot. I'm going to eat in front of you guys because I haven't had my breakfast yet, so I apologize for that. Have to have junk food. I would have picked them if they would come with seeds, then you could replant to keep the volume going. Would keep you happy for a while anyway, but you need the seeds. The stuff that you get anymore, they take the seeds out. Can you believe that? A popsicle? I ate them already, old man. You're late. We did say 5 ounces of weed. That was the very last one. That was on the list that I got from another person. I just left it in there. Jerry from over at Jerry's workshop, he got upset because I didn't have the giant ferro rod in there. I told him some things you gotta just leave for yourself. Yep. Yep, true fact. I did say it. I tried to remember which one I put in there where I got a big enough picture of me that we can talk. I think it was, let's see, maybe the river one. There we go. You can see me a little better here. I could make it bigger. Whoop. If I can stay still enough, I can make it bigger. And maybe not. We'll leave it like that. No, he said weed, Kalen. 'Cause I played it back a couple of times just to make sure that's what he said. I thought it was a pretty good ad in there right at the end, and I would have chose it if he said it was Mexican weed or something, because you could at least get seeds out of that stuff. You know, if you're gonna be stuck on a desert island, you'd just as well be happy. Well, you know what, Gray Man? I have some in my preps. You never know. Because that's going to be a commodity. That's just like anything else. It'll be a commodity. The amount? Well, I don't know. I occasionally partake of that stuff, but it takes me a couple of months to get rid of 1 ounce. I use it for pain. Yes, sir. So like I said, I use it for pain. It does wonders on my back. Makes me kick back so I don't put any weight on it. Hey, it's CR. How you doing, bud? Good to see you could make it in. How are you this morning, CR? It's me, Brian. Hey, welcome, my friend. How are you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, pretty good. Hey, it's me, Brian. Might you get to know these folks in here? If you don't have them on your list, get them there, please. You are awesome. I like them giveaways that you do. I'm sometimes there just lurking in the background. How's the weather where everybody's at? It's kind of overcast here. We're supposed to get rain today. Sunny and 70. Yep. That's in Canada? You're sunny and 70? Yeah, one of these days I will. I'm still trying to learn all that stuff, Brian. I never knew very much about it till I started hanging out over at SJ's. It was 36 when you got up this morning. Yeah, I think it was when I took my niece to work this morning. It was like 40, 45, something like that. You're in North Carolina, Brian? That's a beautiful part of the country there. It seems to me Minnesota gets cold early. You put at before their name, old man. You put at just in time prepping, it'll show up red on my side. And if they want to talk, if they want to get your attention, they'll say at oh man, and it'll show red on your side. Just put the at symbol and their whole name. Hang in there, we'll teach you the ins and outs there, old man. '86 in the Gulf. Well, you're in a good spot then. Hey, there he is. How you doing, Keith? Good to see you, buddy. What's worth big money, Brian? Oh, it's the coins. Yeah, I'll try to get in there and see if I can get in then. Like I said, I knew nothing about it till I started hanging out over at SJ's. I've learned a lot just sitting there watching. Yeah, I messed with the volume. I'll turn it up just a wee bit more, Keith. See how that works. Trying to make it work for everybody. Did it work for him, CR? Yep, you're right. Got to use the whole name, old man. You have to put it at creative redundancy. That's the steel penny, the 1943. I really screwed up when I was a kid, Brian. My dad had a whole bunch of steel pennies. I didn't know any better, so I went out and spent them thinking that He did. He must not have needed them. He had them in a box in his room. So I went out and spent them. Boy, I about got skinned alive for doing that. Am I too loud for you then, Keith, or too low? Oh, a copper penny. Okay. A 1943. I have some old pennies. I have it. I think I have a 1907 penny. Haven't gone through them for a while, but I'm pretty sure I have a 1907. It's probably worth something more than a penny anyway. Too low? I got it turned up just for you, Keith. You don't have pennies in Canada anymore, CR? You went to the bank and got $500 worth of ones, and one stack was all blue notes? Wow, that's pretty cool. You went through them, you just bought them to go through them, huh? That's pretty unreal. A bank would do that, would put all those blue notes into real money. They must just have counters. Look what I got, Gray Man. You ready? Eat your heart out, Gray Man. See if I can get him up there for you. All right, there we go. Yeah, the $50 rolls. You know why I got these? Oh man, I'm gonna put them on knife sheaths. Jerry made them for me. You gotta start putting them in the sheaths. All right, Keith. I got it turned up. I don't know how much more you can do it. Okay. Can you hear me now, Keith? Is it better now? I turned it up. You turn it up a little bit more. That puts it in the red, but can you hear me better? Newfangled machinery. All right, Keith. Turn your hearing aid up next time. Caribou Country Outdoors, welcome, my friend. How are you this morning? You get the military traffic? Hold on, you guys. What's up, Walker? I'm online. I'm live.
Oh, hell, I forgot.
You're live too now.
Well, hello, everyone. Hope you're having a great day. I'll try to make it to the stream before it's over. How much longer you got?
About an hour and a half.
All right, I'm almost back to the house. I'll jump on when I get there.
Alrighty.
Bye.
That was Walker, you guys. If you don't know who that is, go check him out. He's a good channel. You're going to use an 1.5 inch PVC pipe for the handle? That might work. I can't remember if I get up, everything can go flying, but I got a pretty big handle on my 1 inch. But 1.5 inch PVC is probably a good idea. Oh, that is a good idea. Put something inside of it, yeah. I wonder if I could take one of these handles and just hollow out the inside of it here. Then put a plug in there. That would be a good idea. That'd be a great idea. How are you this morning? Excuse me. How are you this morning, Caribou Country? Hey, Spirit Outdoors. He finally made it. Welcome. Yeah, me too. Just before I came on here, Caribou. I am doing good, Sparron. Thank you. How about yourself? You're going to restore an axe head? Oh, that sounds good. They're fun to do. Yeah, grab me a cup too, Sparron. That's all you got? How long you been out of the woods, Gray Man? Did you just get out this morning? Yeah, get some of that caffeine in you. A week? Then what, you're going to go back? What are you doing, practicing your lone wolf technique? I like it kind of strong, but not too strong. I like to be able to taste the coffee for sure. Caribou Country, I know all about them 2-year-olds. I had one once. Terrible twos. Let's see if we can get out of the woods here. Still messing with the thing here. Let's go to the train. How about that? That right up, see, right there is a train going by on the tracks. That's an overcast day in Washington State right there. Yeah, so I was frozen for a second. Yep, we're okay. Oh, good, Brian. I'm glad you got us in your subscriptions. These folks are all excellent friends of mine. Back them 100%. Thanks, Brian. Oh, good idea, Gray Man, because I'm a firm believer that we should all practice what we preach. If you're going to collect all those preps and be ready for the doomsday thing, then you should probably go out and see if you can survive through it. It's a great idea. I even put some of it in here, I think. Let's see what I did here. Doc. Let's see. Yeah, figure out what I'm doing here. There we go. Let's try that. That's something like apocalyptic, huh? Yep, I think they are missing the point. They all think it's just a game, but it's not really a game at all. Oh, great. Welcome back, Keith. Maybe you just needed to pop out and come back in and reset your browser. DJ, hey, how you doing? How many you got? You say, anybody know how many batteries should I get for my 500 solar panel setup? I would get, if you got 500 solar panels, I'd get about 20 batteries. Make sure that you got enough power stored up. I suggest deep cell batteries. Oh, you got a 500 watt. How many watts per panel then, DJ? You got 100-watt panels, 80-watt panels. How many watts are the panels? I think everybody's getting that way, Gray Man. We all take it too lightly that we rely on that stuff. You got 100 watts per panel. I would say, to talk seriously, I would say get 10 batteries and make sure they're deep cells, because deep cells can reproduce. You can recharge them a lot. Figure two 12-volt batteries per 100 watts. And I personally suggest deep cell batteries. They hold a charge longer, and you can recharge them more. Marine batteries. The only reason I know is because I investigated it, because I'm thinking about doing solar myself. I would get a deep cell, or like Gray Man says, a marine battery, which is the same thing. Yep, deep cell batteries will you can recharge them more. Hey, Uncle Al, we got a guy here that's asking a question, Uncle Al, and I answered, put my 2 cents in. He wants to know how many batteries he should have for 6 100-watt solar panels. What is your belief? I believe deep cell batteries and 2 per 100 watts. That way you always have one online and one being charged. My personal opinion. Try that one. Good question for Google. Yeah, I researched Google. I don't. The project is going. I'm gonna have to bring my son in to help me. Thinking about bringing it all into the basement since the weather's cooling off. And then I can just film down there and have my son help me. Still working on the power part. I have some people put some good input into. I did a live stream for a guy, and I asked that group what they thought about the power should be, because I was thinking centrifugal force. But they came up with some other stuff like solar, some turning alternators into generators. I got some good input. Yeah, I have a man cave down there that needs to be a workshop in the winter. All right, Caribou. Don't let them kids get you down, okay? The 2-year-olds especially. You have a great day, okay? Thanks for coming by. You gonna go look it up, Uncle Al? So did you get that, DJ? He wants to know if it's for a house or what. You gonna finish the coop for the baby guineas? Are those turkeys then? Are you talking turkey? Deep cycle, yeah. Some people do call them deep cycle. Probably depends on the part of the country you're from. as to what they call them. Guineas or turkeys or what? What? Am I going to have to Google it? Oh, you're out of here, Spirin? Have a great day, okay? Thanks for coming by. North Bushcraft. How much power am I going to need? I'm not sure. The place I want to go is up there where you're at. All right, Spirin. Thanks a lot. I appreciate you coming in. You have a great rest of your day. Oh, thanks, Brian. I appreciate that. We talk about a little bit of everything, a lot about nothing. Geese, oh, okay. Guineas are geese then? You guys are confusing me. I better have another cookie and think about it. I'm going to have to Google it. Guinea, Guin. Yeah, there are birds. And yes, they coop them up. They're just birds. So what are they? You got them for eating? Where are you going, Gray Man? Gotta go out and feed the guineas? I give you a call here when the stuff comes in. It's supposed to be today, Gray Man. Hope you're not mad. I was just trying to figure out what you were talking about. Winter is coming. All right, Gray Man, you have a great day. I know you're busy. I just didn't know what you were talking about. I had to look it up so I knew what you were talking about. Didn't realize it was a whole thing by itself. Oh, Canada, where you're at? That stuff comes in, I'll email you, and then you can give me your number. We'll talk. Yeah, I've got them right here. I'm going to read up on them so I know more about them. They look sort of like a turkey. You're still here, Keith? Incandescent. I heard LEDs were going to be the way to go. Oh, LEDs give off a signal? I didn't know that. I thought most of the solars used LED, don't they? I'm getting kind of excited, Keith. I want them that box to come in with everybody's stuff in it. You still here, Kaylin? $24 batteries for 700 watts then? I think one battery will power one room, isn't it? If I read right, I was investigating it. I think one battery is one room, and then you have 2 batteries per room. That way you have one charging, one filling. It's the rate of use. Well, that's what you're supposed to do, Kaylin. We're trying to figure out how many batteries to have for that, for DJ, for 700 watts of panels. Try Google it. That'd be the best way to do it. Let's see, how many panels? How many batteries? For 100 watt solar panels. Let's see. I spelled some of it wrong. There we go. Yep. Well, that helped a lot. 5 peak sun hours per day. A 100 watt panel produces an average of 6 amps per peak sun hour, or about 30 amp hours per day. You'd need 100 watt solar panels to fully recharge on average daily. That's what it says. Life on the Trail. What's up? You snuck in on me while I was Googling. How are you today? Yeah, what are you cooking, Kaylin? So if you need 6 amps per hour, that would be about 30 amps per day. You would need 3 100-watt solar panels to fully recharge on an average day. So that would be 3 times 7, that'd be about 21 batteries. If you're still here, DJ, it'd be about 21 batteries. Putting preps in Mylar. Cool. Hey, how you doing, Lisk? Good morning to you. Claybow. I use my Seal-A-Mill, Keith, to get the air out. It's got a thing that pumps it, that sucks it right out. One cast, one fish. Hey, how you doing? Good morning. Welcome. How are you this morning? Hey, Jerry, how you doing? I'm gonna mail your package when I get off of here this morning. You're gonna like it. I put a extra little doodad on there for you. I've got it right back in the same box you sent it in. Can you believe that? So I'm gonna give you your box back. Yeah, it's a doomsday background. You like it? Yes, sir, you did. I really appreciate that. Irish USMC. Good morning to you, sir. Glad to see you could make it. Afternoon where you're at. It's morning still where I'm at. Irish. I got somebody wants to make another saddle, Jerry. They saw me showing off yours, so they asked me to price out what they want to have make them one. Because I had to narrow in how far the bullets were, since they're smaller bullets. I left, there was a whole row of poke holes in there, punch holes in there, so I added a special present in there just for you, Jerry. And what I put in there is a a collectible, so enjoy it. Hey, how you doing, Backwoods Law? Welcome. You missed the big talk. Maybe you have the answer for us. Midnight Earl, welcome. There's a gentleman that was in here and he was wondering how many batteries you would have to have for 7 100-watt panels. How many batteries would he need? You do it with just one. Well, that's all the information he gave me, Backwoods. He said he had seven 100-watt solar panels, and he was wondering how many batteries he would need to keep them charged. I told him I thought it was 21. Depends on the amount of use that you use them. He would need deep cell batteries, wouldn't he? The way I read it when I was researching it is you need one battery to run and one battery to charge at all times. I figured deep cell batteries, from what I read on my research anyway, they suggest you use deep cell batteries. And then they say I read it through the Google app, is you have one battery that's working and one battery that's charging at all times. Yes, I understand that, old man. But in order to make sure that you always have your power, you need to have that one extra battery, or that's how I understood it anyway. I could be wrong. Yeah, I figured that's what. Yeah, Backwoods. I would figure they would all have to be hooked in together. That is what that, what is that thing they call that you hook it into? And it directs the power. I can't remember what it's called. But you take the batteries and you run them through, what is that thing called again? Yeah, the controller, yeah. It's a controller for sure, yep. Make sure that you're not sending too much power to the, I guess, house or whatever you're going to live in. Converter, yeah. Power converter. Cardboard guy, hey, welcome. Glad you did that, thank you. Any of you folks that haven't been in here before, make sure that you travel up and down the line and support all these channels. They're all good guys. They all support back. Well, you got a new phone? What kind you get? Yeah, that's kind of what I told him. I looked some of it up for him. Really depends on how much you plan on using every day. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. To just ask one question and leave it at that's not really the answer. Inverter, that's what I was thinking about, yeah. You didn't get a new phone? What? You just said you did. Yeah, converter. That's what I was trying to think of. Power converter. Inverter is, I think, what they call it. There's too many things that go into play when you actually go to do it. Because I started thinking, well, that was going to be easy enough. I'll just go solar. But then I got to researching it, and there's a lot that goes into it. You got to actually be pretty good at math. Uh-oh, you sent me another picture? Depends on how big an area that you're going to power. If you have 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedrooms, plus the kitchen, the living rooms, it all depends on what you have to power. Because you still have to think about your refrigerator and your stove, any electronics that you're going to use. All that stuff goes into play. Hey, Bayou Prepper, how you doing? Good to see you. Glad you could make it this morning. Well, it's morning for me anyway. Makes a big difference. I don't know what, he asked a simple question, he thought. Let's see. The train, the river. Yeah, go there. Yep, there you go, Lisk. How many hours of daylight are you going to have? How much sun, A lot of stuff goes into play there. Depends on what type of the world you live in, because some parts of the world get more sun than others. That's right, Bayou Prepper. If I were in a SHTF situation and trying to use solar, I would have a minimum of one, probably 2 rooms. 1 room to live in, 1 room to cook and shower out of. Hey, Chico, how you doing, bud? Good to see you. Welcome. You know anything about solar? We're talking about solar power, Chico. Do you know anything about it? I got one, Keith. What do you need it for? Your new phone number? Ready. Not really? Yeah, some of us know a little, but know a little about a lot. 5, 8, 9, 5, 1, 9, 6, 3, 3. Got it, Keith. You can retract it. Your meds make you loopy? Welcome to the club, Uncle. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Also, Backwoods, I was thinking if I could get one of those roll-up solar panels, I could use that on my buggy I'm working on. I could make sure that I had an enclosure on it, and I could just somehow attach it to the top of the buggy and run off of solar on that thing. FLP would probably know, huh? April Curley, I didn't see you come in. How you doing? Welcome. You must be new. I haven't seen you around. Glad you are, April. Tell you how we do it on Wednesdays is I take your name down on Wednesdays and we have a drawing on Saturday night. If your name's drawn out of the hat, I usually give something away. If you don't know any of these folks in here, April, feel free to support them up and down. Go check out their channels, whatever. If you like them, support their channels. I as well, Keith. I tried to text you, see if that's the right number. If I got it down right, then let me know. Yeah, Lisk. Make enough for everybody, will you? A 2x3 ham license. I don't know what that means. Did you get that text I sent you, Keith? Wow, that sounds complicated, you guys. Backwoods. There, trying to see it. Oh, that's a 2x3 license. So it has 2 letters, a number, and some 3 letters. 2x2s if you're old time, huh? How much does it cost to take the class and get a license for that? Like $100 or something? $15 to take the test? Don't you have to have a class? Don't you have to take a class or something? Oh, they do. The class is free? Crud. That's almost worth it. You took the test cold? Well, you probably knew a lot to begin with, didn't you? How many questions is the test? Is it like a long one, or like I live in Nebraska, and their driver's test consists of 13 questions. 90 questions? That's not bad. You have tons of useless knowledge. Did you give me the right number, Keith? You didn't get my message either, Keith? I texted you. I texted you that number. Area code's 589, right? Five 580. I was off by a couple of numbers. Yeah, that's what I thought he said too. Let's try it again. You're taking off, CR? Getting into creation mode, huh? You have a great day, CR. Try that one, Keith. Did you see that video I put up yesterday, Backwoods, about 4 things that you would use on a deserted desert island if you were stranded? All right, yeah, it was kind of a cool one. It was just a informational thing to see what people thought when they were stuck somewhere. I got some feedback from it. I texted you, Keith. Is it the right number? Oh, you saw the video? Cool. Makes you think, huh, Uncle? I had a lot of people do different answers. That was kind of nice to see something different. I sent you a text to that number, Keith. Did you get it? Some people think closer to inside the box than outside the box. It does, Chico. I thought it through. It took me a while to think it through, but you have to kind of reasonably think about what's long term. Like some guy said boots, but I don't get the boots part. You don't really need them if you're on a desert island. You got sand and rocks. But that's just my thinking. When I think of a desert island, I think of palm trees and sand. So I thought, well, if you really needed shoes, you could make them out of palm leaves. But you really wouldn't need them. Yeah, even coconut, yeah. Give you that hard surface, yep. All kinds of things you could make shoes out of. That's why I started out with that beachfront image. Yeah, you could make rope and something out of the leaves, you know, just strip them down in small strips and tie them or braid them together. Make your own rope or string or whatever. Absolutely, Lisk. just so much you can make out of it. Plus, you got a food source too. See, I took the knife because you could always make a spear out of the knife. You could just lash it to a limb or a stick. You had to have a spear go hunting with. I suppose I should have traded the rope for the cup with a lid on it. Never thought about it until just this second. Fire starters, yeah, of course. Bark. You could probably use bark. You know, skin the tree and then use the bark after it dried out. There is no cup there, but yeah, that'd be a good idea. You'd have to use the pot. Pot with the lid too has a cup. Yeah, that's what I even brought up. You know, if there was you could use. I put a water purifier straw in the list, and I always thought if there was a freshwater pond or waterfalls or something like that on the island, you could use your purifier straw for that. But in order for you to use the seawater, you couldn't use the the life straw for that. You would actually have to find bamboo or something like that you could make a pipe or something out of, so that you could make a desalination area for your fresh water. You could make fresh water out of salt water as long as you could get the system put together, I guess would be the right words. Yeah, you desalinate. You can desalinate salt water. Yep, and it is labor intensive for such a small amount of payback. Hey, Hooples, how you doing, buddy? Oh, cool. I appreciate that. Yay! You must be getting ready to be retarded, huh? Retired? Hey, Sue, how you doing? Must be break time, huh? Welcome. We were just talking about desalination. Yep. Very much intensive, yes. A lot of work to it just to get a little bit of return. Why don't you guys visit for a second? I've got to go see a man about a horse. You guys talk amongst each other for a few. Better. Much better now. So after you're in the island, what should be done first? Oh, let's see. First, I would worry about shelter. Because you can make shelter out of anything on the island, palm leaves. I would make me a small shelter to get out of the sun, and then start working on the water situation. What's everybody else think? All right, Keith, I'll email you. Fleas? You think there's going to be fleas on a desert island? You got the three things right for sure, Keith, but I would think that the shelter would come first. Because while you're getting the water, you're going to have to be able to get out of the sun. My opinion, anyway. I'll try to call you at that number, okay? A cave? Maybe. That's a good idea. But you're going to exert your energy to find a cave? High raised bed for sure. Off the ground, yes. You could make you a hammock out of the vines and stuff on the island. Yep. Signaling for sure. Big fire for a signal. Or take the rocks and make you a sign out of the rocks on the beach. Flea collars. You're funny, Keith. So what's that for, Hooples? You wore flea collars in Egypt? I guess different strokes for different folks. I suppose you could do that, but I heard if you eat garlic, that'll keep fleas off of you. Yeah, but we'd die of a heart attack then. The fleas are big as doors, huh? That must be like them spiders we were talking about last week, huh? I looked them up. It was a true fact. Vampire fleas. Is that something like that camel spider? Camel spider is as big as a horse? Or a dog. I guess it was a dog, they said, but it's a big one. Yeah, they said camel spiders are very big, that you can shoot them with a pistol. Same here, Uncle. You'd have nothing but time on your hands, so that you could actually try to rig something up to distill the salt water. You need a volleyball? What are you going to use it for? Oh, that's right. What was the name of that castaway volleyball? Yep, they would, but it would be very slow, very very slow. Wilson, there, that's his name. Yeah. Then you'd have to build you a fire so you could take the black stick and paint the face on him. Hey, are you sure that's your phone number, Keith? Because I'm going to put it in my phone. I'm going to put it in memory so I don't lose it. Are you sure that's your phone number? 580, right? Bless you. Well, the rubber raft was on the list. I took it out of play on my list, but I guess everybody would have different skill levels so they could use different things. Wouldn't be able to use the rubber raft to escape on, because you would probably die from heat exhaustion and you would be dehydrated. I would wait on the island, wait for rescue. That would be my thing anyway. All right, Keith, you're going in. Let's see. Okay, put it in the phone, Keith. Could make shoes out of the raft along with the coconuts from the trees. Soda bottles? What are you going to use the soda bottles for? In order to make fresh water out of them, you would have to have some sort of tubing. You'd have to do that out of bamboo shoots or, well, something. You'd have to make your own tubing somehow. You could use the rubber from the raft as tubing if you had glue. Yeah. Even if you're stranded there, you're going to have a bag with you because that's just what we're trained to do. About 30 more minutes, you guys, and then I'm going to have to take my kid to work.
Cool.
He just reminded me it's not work, it's school. Yeah, that's true, Lisk. I like all the variables you guys are using. Yep, I agree with you, Hopefuls. You have a great rest of your day, buddy. Thanks for coming by. You know how to make people think. IKEA? Oh, yeah. We'll be the first to open IKEA on the island. Let's see how many folks we still got in here, guys. Get this thing opened up into YouTube. There we go. All right. Got 12 people in here, and we got, shoot, how many likes we got? 15 likes. Good job, guys. So what do you other guys think about what we should have on the island? Thanks, Chico. Appreciate that. Yep, coconut milk. Yeah, gotta be able to make the ice cream. Where are you gonna get the ice at? You're gonna have to think about how you're gonna make the ice. Remember, you're on a desert island. It's gonna be warm there. There. Oh, there's another one for you. Okay. Okay, Chico, thanks. How about you, Sue? What would you take on the island with you? You're going to bushwhack a Navy ship? Well, if I saw a Navy ship, I'd be getting the heck out of there. Oh, the cave would have ice? Uh-oh, we got thumbs down. What the heck's going on here? Must have been DJ. He didn't like the answer we gave him. That ice cream sounds good, and made out of coconut milk sounds good. Have to figure out some sort of substitution for the ice. Yeah, dingbats like Keith. I'm just kidding, Keith. That was a good one, though. So nobody else gonna chime in? You're gonna have to, because I'm gonna put a cookie in my mouth. I'll catch you later, Keith. Here. Don't go away mad. Go away mad, Keith. I was just kidding. Have a good day, Keithy. I'll talk to you later. I'll be calling you probably later today. As soon as I get that mail checked. The hailstorm. There you go. See, the old man's thinking. Maybe you could shoot the flare gun up into the clouds. Make the clouds bump together and make it rain so you could collect some hail. Yep, I'm pretty sure you're going to need that bamboo shoots. I saw online where you could make a temporary desalination system out of tubing and the sun. There you go. We'll jack up Navy ship passing by. Surely they got a nice machine on that. All right, old man. We're going to be out here about 20 more minutes. I've got to get my kid to school. Yep, I'd just take the ship. I'd leave them there with the ice. Hijack, what do they call that? Mutiny a ship. Jack all those guys off the ship and put them on the island. Keep maybe one or two to say with somebody that knows about the engines. And take off for parts unknown. Pirates, there you go. I like it. Oh, look at there. Chico's got something to say. Use, what is that? Use oil for dry skin and chapped lips. And then use the shell for a bowl. Good idea. That is actually a good idea. You could break the coconuts. You know they're not going to be evenly in half, but you could break them and eat the coconut and leave the rest for a bowl. Good idea, Chico. Oh yeah, you could squeeze the coconut and get the oil out of it. Put it on your lips so that you don't get chapped lips. Maybe use it on your arms so you don't get sunburned. Now we're starting to think. That's why I said when you first get there, you've got to put up a shelter to stay out of the sun. I suppose if I was on there, I could take some of the bullets out of my gun and use the gunpowder to blow stuff up so I could use it. Oh, there you go, yeah. You're going to have to boil it in your pot with the lid on it, yep. Boil it down into an oil. Wouldn't boil too much of it because you're going to need some of it too. You're going to need the coconut milk to drink. Because the water is going to be salty, not good for you. Until you can desalinate the ocean water, you're going to have to drink coconut milk. Take some of the coconut milk and boil it down into an oil. Yep, I don't see why you'd not. Now we're getting all these brains to working, see? Nope, I lost 4. We lost 4 folks out of here. Didn't mean to leave yet. We still got 15 minutes left. You probably know all kinds of stuff to do with coconut sun whisk. See what you got started, Chico? Everybody wants to use the oil now. Uncle Al must have fell asleep on his meds. Usually he's got all kinds of things to say. I use coconut oil on your face. Keeps it soft. There's one thing I should have put on the list. I should have put one of those wind-up battery wind-up phone/radio, like they had on Gilligan Island. You guys remember that show, right? Gilligan's Island. Keeps your face from getting wrinkles in it. That's what everybody does that for. Oh, the professor? He was a pretty smart guy, yep. If he hadn't been there, they'd probably died. Heck, the Howells didn't know how to do anything. That's a pretty funny show. Who's the professor here? Probably Backwoods Law. Guess we could make Keith the professor. He seems to know a lot about a little. I'll be Gilligan. It's probably before your time, Chico. You remember Gilligan's Island? The show, TV show? Nobody even said what they were going to use for weapons on this island. Must be a peaceful island, huh? What about when the pirates come? Pirates come, you're going to hide in a cave, right? Spear, there you go. I'll make that a little bigger so I can see what you guys are saying. then let's see, we got about 10 minutes left. Let's go somewhere else. Let's go to the wooded drive. There we go. Let's get into the woods. Robinson Family. There you go. Lost in Space. You're starting to tell your age now, Lisk. Yeah, I took that picture. I was going down this wooded road one day, and I just thought in my head, hey, that's a good looking picture. So I pulled the car over, got out, shot that picture. Never see trees like that here where I live now. Oh, the coconut oil isn't working anymore. Darn age. Yeah, see, that's Washington. Hi, Chris. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. That's a picture, that's over by Monroe. You know where Monroe, Washington is? It's over by Monroe. How you feeling today, Chris? Yep, took this picture south of Monroe. I think that maybe north. Yep, north of Monroe. I hear you there, Chris. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good today, Chris. I'm feeling like I can get out of the house without taking my sidekick with me. Yes, I'm gonna be tankless today. Maybe gonna go out of the house without taking it with me. All right, you guys, 6 more minutes and I've got to get out of here. I got to take the kid to school. If you got any burning desires, now is the time. Don't forget, we're going to be live on Saturday. I might try to sneak one in before Saturday if I can. Trying out this new green screen, so I may put it to the test and do another, like a 1 hour session or something. Trying to test it so I can see how good a computer I got here. I want to try to put some animation in behind me. Excuse me. Whoa, that's funny. At 80 miles, how come it came out? How come it popped out? It's got that seal around it. It couldn't just fall out. What, it's old or you're old? Hey, Lou, I didn't see you come in. I'm getting ready to get out of here, but thanks for dropping by. I got about 4 minutes and I'm going to be gone. I don't think I've ever had it happen either. Must have been the seal was loose in there or something. Oh, that's okay, Lou. I do that sometimes. Sometimes I go in, I like just scoot to the back corner of the room and listen. Sometimes just don't feel like talking. I'm glad you piped it up, though. Put you on the list for the drawing that way. That's funny, Lisk. That's really funny. There was a semi behind you. He probably would have crapped his pants. Had a window flying up at him. Are we still doing pears, Sue? We still shipping out pears? Yep, I would have too, probably. Pears and apples, huh? Probably for the rest of the season, huh? I guess you could make apple wine. You dabble in doing any wine or beer up there? I'd be taking some of that fruit and trying to make some wine or something. Oh, really? Till November, huh? Wow. I thought you'd probably close down in October or something. Mead. There you go. Mead. Mead is wine, isn't it? Oh, you have made it? That's cool, yeah. Heck, you work there. You just, well, dabble a little bit. You could probably make moonshine out of those apples. Oh, I bet it is, Sue. That sounds good. actually. Should try making some moonshine out of them apples. Make that apple moonshine. I watched that show Moonshiners. They use some pretty good stuff to put different flavors in it. Pear wine? Yeah, pear wine too, yeah. Yeah? Well, make one. You could make a small one. Google it. Put it out back in the shed. Okay, guys, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get my kid to school before he's tardy. Big college kid now. Thank you all for coming in this morning. I really appreciate it. I want you guys to have a great day, a super week. Maybe I'll get on here and do an hour or so before Saturday. We'll see. Maybe I'll see if I can get enough people up on the list to give away a t-shirt or something. So until next time, guys, you guys have fun out there. I'll see you. See if I remember how to turn it off.